those feet up and enjoy some NBA hoops on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now here's Castle. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Curry gets the bucket.
The speed of Curry's drive really makes some trouble for the defense, just cutting them to pieces.
Castle outside. Left side, Wembanyama. And the layup is good off the glass.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Curry. Can't get it to fall. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. On the topic of Curry, coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. He'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Stands the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Outside Barnes. Up again. Wembanyama. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Castle. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Moody. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Back to Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Popped it in on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
And that one's good. Green.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Green. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Castle outside. Cornette sets a screen to the middle. Horford with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. It's Podziemski on the wing. That three's off the mark. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game. San Antonio trailing here. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
It's tipped. "50 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sohan. Drive. Rebound by San Antonio. Pass to Champagnie. Johnson on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Cornette. That one falls.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
To the paint. Out to Hield. Down low. It's intercepted. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can.
9.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Fox. And here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And it's Fox missing. And the Warriors with possession here. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Here's Horford, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
Here's Fox. Rebounded by Butler. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Brian.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. Here's McLaughlin. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Pass to Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Shot from the low block. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 10 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, how do you stop Wembanyama in the paint? His size and touch make it so simple.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Shoots a fadeaway. The Warriors pull it in.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Out to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Curry from inside.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Wembanyama. 10 points for him. Rebounded by Green. Back to Butler. And Butler inside.
You It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Picked up by Sochan. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Warriors with possession. Big run right now for them, 11-2. Outside Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Castle outside. Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Castle. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from three.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Castle. Now here's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. And the bucket is good. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
24.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Green. Curry looking it over. Back to Green. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And I really think Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the inside.
Come get it, come get it.
5 to shoot. Here's Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
Castle outside. Fox for 3. Rebounded by Butler.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Horford. Wembanyama, no good. The Warriors lead by 4. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Second team foul.
Inside. San Antonio moving the ball around. San Antonio again missing. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And it's Moody penetrating.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
On the wing, Vassell. Wembanyama screen. Shoots over Horford. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Curry draws the double. To the middle. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Champagnie. Cornette sets a screen. The floater. And he lays it up and in.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Outside Podziemski. The jump hook. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Post has got his first points in this one.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Post with it. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Podziemski's shot is good. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters of
The Warriors.
and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Castle right side. Vassell outside. Barnes a screen to the inside. Shoots over Kuminga. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up to San Antonio. It's a 10-point game. Castle attacking. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, and that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
It's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Wembanyama. No good on the fadeaway.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Barnes. Shot on the wing. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, there's Vassell staying active, extending the possession.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Wembanyama down low. Wow, Victor takes it to him inside.
Man, Wembanyama looking unstoppable.
Curry. And the three misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Castle. And he buries the jumper.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Oh, here's Moody with the drive. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Butler. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Fox surveying the D. Wembanyama fires. Oh, Green rips down the board. Warriors lead by 10. Curry. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Here's Wembanyama.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. We're live at AT&T Center. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas for this Spurs home game. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
He just pops up and puts it in. Wembanyama really is that tall.
Pass to Jokic. Puts up a deep three. He can't get that one. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. From outside the arc.
Well, this is where Gordon is so valuable. He can match up against pretty much anyone defensively. Missing a layup like that.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.